or even one TD, it would get momentum, and I think that game would have been easily over.
All right, here we make a correction here. That was in the first half. Total net yards: 254 for the Jets, 299 for the Patriots. It just wasn't meant to be. This was an ugly football game, typical Jets football. And I'll tell you the other thing that killed the Patriots: 11 penalties, 89 yards. Very un-Belichickian.
It was a messy game, as you said.
Ugly football.
For both teams, especially for New England, as they were on the losing end.
But this is it. Red zone efficiency, 0 for 3.
0 for 3.
To me, that's the biggest problem right now, is they have to get the ball in the end zone. And they can't.
Their biggest runner of the day, Fred Taylor. Fred Taylor actually ran pretty well. But Fred Taylor, to me, is more of a complimentary running back. Lawrence Maroney is the starter on this team, although he didn't play like it today. Sammy Morris, Kevin Falk are also complimentary backs. Can Lawrence Maroney get things going for himself and for the New England Patriots running game?
Not based on what we've seen so far.
How many yards today?
Well, this is the problem. I'm looking at this, and I'm all confused because it says net yards rushing, 83 yards rushing. And then I look over here, and this has got to be the first half.
I think it was
stats.
83.
83 total yards. So
rushing the ball.
Yeah. Anyway, not very good. And I think Lawrence Maroney, look, as a running back, you're only going to be as good as the holes that are open up for you. I mean, none of these guys will make you miss. That's really what, that's what separates the great backs from the not.
Backs.
No, they're not at all. And but if the hole's not there, it's not there.
It begs the question. This is the first year
23 yards. 23 yards, 3.8, 12.
83 yards.
Total 83 yards for the team. 20 carries, 4.2 average, which, by the way, is a good average.
It's a very good average.
Okay, you would take that the whole season.
Absolutely.
Okay, but when you get behind, and they were behind because that kickoff at the beginning of the second half, I think, really took the win right out.
Special teams let them down a little bit.
Special teams let them down right there, and when the Jets scored fast, it was like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
They played behind the rest of the game.
It was one of those games where the first team to score a touchdown was going to win the game, and that's what happened. Something to be touched on here in terms of the running game. This is the first year the Patriots are going without a full-time fullback. Keith Evans is in New Orleans. Russ Hochstein, who filled in on he was the fullback on the goal line sets, is now in Denver.
But Hochstein was really a guard center tackle. He was just a very valuable player to have on your team, but they let him go.
They let him go. Heath Evans has gone to New Orleans, who had another touchdown today. He has 2 this season so far. Do the Patriots need to go out and look for a fullback? Is this a necessity on this team at this point?
No, because I think what you're seeing is that they are going to win or die with the pass. And, I do have faith in the quarterback. I also recognize that he hasn't played in a year. His timing is not there. If you watched him play today, he could not lead a receiver anywhere on the field. He was overthrowing. He was underthrowing.
The interception.
It was not a good performance by Tom Brady. Obviously a human being. Okay, we'll let him get away with it.
And Tom Brady is going to be in tomorrow morning working out. He's not taking any time off. Tom Brady is a workhorse.
He'll tell basically the world when he talks on WEEI tomorrow morning that he stunk.
He stunk.
And guess what? I love athletes like that.
He's not going to make any excuses. The crowd, they've been in hostile environments before.
Right. No excuses.
No excuses.
You stink. He's overrated anyway, Brady. But then again, he does sleep with one of the most beautiful women in the world, right? It's not a tough consolation prize, right?
Yeah. We're going to bear away from the beauty issue. We're going to talk about more Patriots football. Rex Ryan and the New York Jets were talking about playing New England, wanting to embarrass New England. Rex Ryan gave a post-game interview talking about that late New York Jets drive that led to the touchdown. We have a clip of it. We're going to roll it here.
Huge, because now you take the lead on an excellent football team that really had controlled the game up until that point. So that was a huge momentum and a huge boost for us.
Say what you want about Rex Ryan, but he has to be one of the better football minds out there. And he appears to be leading the Jets in the right direction. They've played 2 games now, have not given up a touchdown on defense. Are the Jets for real in the AFC East?
Yeah. Oh, gosh, yes. I think you have to say that. And I do give him credit, even with a rookie quarterback who actually, managed the game well. If you remember, there was a rookie quarterback named Brady once who managed the game very well when he first came into the year. And that's the same kind of thing. You play not to give up the ball and make smart plays. Rex Ryan is obviously a very strong defensive coach. comes from good genes, you know.
Absolutely.
And you know what? Game on. Let's play. I mean, again, this game means nothing if the Patriots beat the Jets in Foxborough.
Right.
That's it. That's what you got to do.
Do you think the rivalry that is being stirred here more benefits one team than the other? Do you think this, the rivalry that's forming between Rex Ryan and the Jets and Bill Belichick and the Patriots is going to have more an effect on one team than the other?
Well, let me put it this way. Did you see the Jets celebrating at the end of this game?
Yes, I did.
It was their Super Bowl.
And
they don't know what it feels like to win a Super Bowl because they were all babies when Joe Namath won.
That's true.
All right?
Did you see the Rex Ryan send out the captains for the game? 3 former New England Patriots. Kevin O'Connell was a captain. Larry Izzo was a captain.
And Kevin O'Connell, I don't even think was dressed.
No.
It wasn't, and was not active. Yeah, not active.
No, he was not. He's not there.
But he was a captain.
He was a captain. A little bit of a. I don't know what kind of message Rex Ryan is trying to send to the league here.
First of all, guys, that's for the media and for fans.
Yeah.
The players, they notice it. Trust me, they notice it. They file it in the back of their mind, and they want to get it done on the field. That's what they want to do.
Dan Dierdorf noticed it on the NFL on CBS. Dan Dierdorf.
Maybe the only
a lot
one.
of things.
Yeah, he does miss a lot of things, but he knows that.
Yes. The Atlanta Falcons come into Foxborough next week, an NFC-AFC matchup. Matt Ryan today threw for 210 yards and another Falcons win. What do you expect from the Atlanta Falcons in Foxborough in Week 3?
I think they'll give it a good look. They're NFL football teams. Every week is another season. Matt Ryan's a very good quarterback. He now has some more weapons.
Right.
Tony Gonzalez?
He had another touchdown catch today.
Yeah. So, what do I expect? I expect another good football game. Do I expect the Patriots to win? They had better win at home. Being at home, you must win a majority of your games in the National Football League because it is tougher to win on the road. You must go at least 6-2 at home if you want to be a playoff team. What do you think, Alex?
With the Falcons, I think it's going to be a airing it out, passing type of game with Brady in it and the Falcons. But really, both teams are a mitsa kind of defensive team lately, especially this season and in the preseason. So I think it's going to be more of a high-scoring game, kind of like what you've seen with the 2 Saints games. Maybe not as high.
Saints are just like lighting it up.
Drew Brees has taken the league by storm. 2 300-plus yard passing games. Another one today. The Saints blew out the Eagles 48-20. Drew Brees has to be one of the best quarterbacks ever in terms of throwing the ball. And I'm not going to back down from that. In terms of throwing the ball, given the receivers he has, what he's able to do consistently.
How many years has he been in the league now? 3, 4?
No, more than
5,
that. He was in
6?
San Diego.
Help me out.
He's been in New Orleans at least 4. He was in San Diego before that.
That's right.
In terms of the receivers he has and how many yards he puts up week in and week out, in terms of throwing the ball, not necessarily managing the game, but throwing the ball, has to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
Okay.
He's been in the league 12 years. Give me 12 years.
12 years. See, I haven't been around for 12 years. So it is.
12 years old?
No. You never know what I'm saying. I've been out of the mix for 12 years. I've been selling, But Drew Brees, I'd love the New Orleans Saints to have a great year, go to the playoffs, go to the Super Bowl, and party like you do in New Orleans. It would be great for that town.
That town has had so many Super Bowls in the Dome. It's about time the Saints actually get into a Super Bowl.
That's right. It would be fun.
An NFC North matchup, the Minnesota Vikings 27-13 over the Detroit Lions. Brett Favre 23 for 27, 2 touchdowns. Adrian Peterson had another.
Is he still in the league? Favre?
Brett Favre.
Yeah.
We gotta hold up 2 lanterns like they do at ESPN ESPN studios.
Yeah, he's back.
19 years or however
19
long he's
years.
been around,
But he's getting the job done.
No, and you know what? This is actually a good situation for him because, look, I think I could actually hand the. No, I couldn't hand it off to Adrian Peterson.
No.
Couldn't do it.
You look awfully silly.
I would look. But the beautiful thing is he's a great running back.
Also, Adrian Peterson didn't even have one of the greatest games today with only
normal.
It was just a
92 yards.
92 yards.
Yep.
Did run for a touchdown, but you're playing the Detroit Lions. Not the world's worthiest opponent.
When was the last time the Lions won a football game, by the way, guys?
2 years ago. Was it? And that was the week that was the year they started off with 6 straight wins, was it?
Something like that. They did start off well,
They're
and then they
a
went
mess.
right down the tubes.
Yeah, they're not.
And Matt Millen's back where he belongs
Yes,
on TV.
he is.
As an expert.
and they're still down those two.
I'm like, that's why there's future.
And they
for you
have
guys.
so much talent too. Calvin Johnson, Brandon Pettigrew, their tight end, Matthew Stafford, #1 pick in the draft. What is wrong?
Well,
with the Lions?
With
defense.
a lot of things.
The
with the Lions.
defense. I mean, both games.